and then he went into semi-retirement. There were three main things at the centre of William Hartley's life. One, that if he put people in better conditions, they would work harder, behave better, create communities, and drink less. He was, when he came here, drawn to this city, to this place, by its magnetic quality. The idea that the pavements might be paved with gold. To a very few they were, and to most they may not have been. He arrived here in 1885 to one of the richest and most powerful trading communities in the world, but where people within 200 or 300 yards of those places lived in the most desperate of conditions. People had not made things here. Liverpool's salvation and its curse was the docks, the sea and the ships. Yes, they provided work, yes, they made wealth, but the employment they provided was never steady. There was a thing here, casualisation, which meant that people might not know from one week's end to another whether it was half a day's work in a week or a full one, and there were very few of those. By manufacturing jam, of all things, Hartley began to provide a steadiness of employment which would allow generation after generation to work in the same place. And then we come to something like jam. A generation before Hartley came here, for instance when he was born in 1846, only 1 year after that, more people died in Liverpool in 1 month of disease and fever than in all 68 air raids put together on Merseyside during the Second World War. The only thing people could do was to think about survival. You didn't live, you survived from getting one piece of food, one meal, one job to the next. Hartley could not have made jam in the 1840s. If he'd made it in the 1840s, nobody would have been able to buy it, apart from a very small section of the community. By 1885, when he moved here from Colne in Lancashire, there was a small amount, not much, a small improvement and a small amount of disposable income. When a jar of jam, even a wonderful jar like the Hartley's jar that somebody showed me again this morning, slowly but surely, the stranglehold of fear, worry and concern was being lifted from some people. It was never going to be easy. It never was. Mr. Hartley insisted on certain behaviours and certain procedures, and always insisted upon them throughout his life. He never made it easy for those of us who study this subject. He would not allow a biography of his life to be written while he was alive. He wouldn't even allow the ceremony of when he was knighted to be photographed, and he insisted all the time that he would not appear in any publicity brochures or books. He did not even appear in the first Who's Who that was produced in the city of all of its most prominent people. He believed in wealth. The Gladstonian tradition of having wealth, yes, but doing the right thing with it and distributing it and making a fairer life for more people. It's a wonderful thing to see, have so many people here today. That sense of community is probably more vital now than it was even in Hartley's age. This idea of creating this sense of identity and this group feeling of people is so important to our community now, even in this 21st century. So, having kept you from things for so long and having kindly gained your attention for so long, can I just wish you all good fortune with this project, and that I know the people involved with it will try to be broad-based and equal and fair, and to have everybody in the community to be part of it. And apart from that, good luck, thanks very much, and I'm glad the rain stopped. Thanks very much.